long jump and go back to the track. The men's 4x400 heat 1 and the Australians go from lane 7.
Australian combination of John Steffensen, Clinton Hill, Paul Pearce and Mark Omrod. It's going to be a pretty tough ask. First two go through. We've got Saudi Arabia in this heat, Spain, the United States, Germany, Bahamas and Belarus. So Jane Fleming, Australia have really copped a tough heat. That was heat number 1. Men's 4x100. See the Australians start. John Steffensen, their lead-off runner. As I mentioned, the first two go through, two fastest losers.
Well, he's gone out fast. He's gone out very well. Now the big, tall Bahaman Moncur, world champion. Tough one for Steffensen, isn't it, to be running against the 201 world champion. Comes up on his inside.
And the big figure of Ingo Schultz is there for Germany too.
And he's got Calvin Harrison from the US. It's a pretty big debut for John Steffensen. He's a rookie this year.
Moncur hands it over to McKinney. Oh, that's a poor baton change for the Bahamas, and the United States will go clear. Mitch Potter is their second runner, but McKinney gathering speed again on the outside. In third place, Germany. Australia back, what, second last at the moment?
Clinton Hill's running this leg for us. This is the longest leg because of the cut-in. So, of course, you put your best runner on this one.
He's running against Al Somali. He's gone out very hard, Clinton Hill. He's continuing to go further ahead of the Saudi Arabian. The US lead, the Bahamas second.
Clinton Hill's running a fantastic leg. He's almost going to pull us up into third. That's a brilliant run by him. I'd be interested to see what his split time was.
Terrific run by Clinton Hill. Great stuff. Can Paul Pearce continue that? The Australians in fourth place at the moment, just behind the Spaniards.
Well, they're doing a pretty good job here. They've got some class they're up against. The Germans are behind them. And, the Saudi team are about sixth. Some good athletes in there too, so they're doing a great job.
Adam Steele leads for the United States. Second place, the Bahamas, Carl Oliver.
And certainly Spain and Australia have picked up the Bahamas on this leg as well, so this second position is really going to be up for grabs.
Paul Pearce is coming home too.
He's run a fantastic leg too. Good job.
They are really putting the pressure on Australia. Omrod gets the baton. Again, the Australians put pressure on. They're currently in third place. They move up to the Spaniards, are in second place, and the Bahamas move back to fourth.
Oh, I would like him to have just sat there then. And sat behind the Spanish team. Here comes the Albishi too. You can see him there in the all-white strip. He's got Christopher Brown from the Bahamas. He's got to try and fend off too. These two very, very classy athletes. He's got to try and fend off.
So the US lead into the straight, the Bahamas second. Australia move back to fifth now. Saudi Arabia go past them, so does Spain. But the US haven't had it all their own way. They win in a time of just over 3 minutes. Second, the Bahamas. Third, Spain. Fourth, Australia.
Well, I'm not sure if Mark Omrod has just taken us into fourth. It's a really important move that he's done that, and he's moved us into fourth, because there's two non-automatic qualifiers that go through, and at least it gives us a chance. He ran all the way through to the line, as opposed to the Spanishman that slowed up a little bit. The first two, of course, and the two fastest non-automatic qualifiers go through.
Well, he certainly did take it out hard at the beginning of the final leg.
Have a look at if we can have a look at the final 100 metres here, you can see Reina, the Spanishman, takes over Albishi, and Mark Omrod keeps going hard. In fact, it's Albishi who's taken over. I think just snuck in, which is great. See the change over there. Americans' first change.
Australia have edged out Saudi Arabia in fourth place. Time will be important though, 3:02.89 for the Australians.
Scoreboard displaying the times that are rarely top two teams.
US have selected a very young 4x4 that have gone off on the heats anyway. Of course, the big hitters will come later on.
3 heats. of the 4x4. So the Americans are looking pretty relaxed, running over the line there in comparison to those grimaces behind them. It was a great way to finish out a track meet with the relays.
As the baton change that put the Bahamas under a lot of pressure.
Not a great one, that's for sure. See the difference between that previous one and that one. They didn't lose quite as much speed through the changeover zone. And then again here.
Christopher Brown in a very good leg for the Bahamas. Very patient he was in that final leg. And pretty composed towards the end. So there's the results. Heat number 1. The US ahead of the Bahamas, who qualified in the season's best for them.